Hello everyone out there in YouTube land. This is Phoenix Draconis and this is Kaon Reviews. Alright folks, now as you saw at the intro, today's video is going to focus on Transformers Prime First Edition Megatron. And I have had this particular one for quite a while. Now, originally, when I got this figure, or I should say, this figure, it did not have his cannon. So for the longest time, I mean, this is a really good figure, as you see in his jet mode. But at the same time, he was missing his cannon. Now, I have been looking for that for the longest time, and it was through one of the Facebook pages, or I should say Transformer Facebook pages, that basically was mostly for parts and whatnot. So I went ahead, put a posting stating I was looking for the cannon for that figure. So I got a response back from a William Myers, and he lets me know. He says, "Hey, I may have an extra one. Let me go check." I'm like, "Okay, cool." Didn't think much of it, and lo and behold, he got back in touch with me and told me he's going to go ahead and send it to me. I'm like, "Cool." And over the weekend, or I should say probably during the week, it did show up, and when I went by my post office yesterday, lo and behold, I wound up getting the full figure. I was not expecting the full figure. So I wound up contacting him and thanking him. I was like, dude, I was like floored, because all I was expecting was just the cannon. I wasn't expecting anything more. But apparently he said he had a whole bunch of loose ones, and so he grabbed one. And I think, yeah, as a matter of fact, these two pieces, this one and this one, were loose. They were disconnected. So I was able to go ahead and put those back where they were. And as you can see, they make up his back right here and here. So I was able to snap those on, and there he is in full robot mode. And holy shit, this is still such an awesome figure. So I mean, yeah. I mean, look at that paint detail on here. I mean, good gravy. Honestly, I have been so floored, and not to mention, he's got some really great light piping. I'm going to just turn on a source and see if we can try and get that shown on here. And wow, look at that. That is so awesome. So I'm so amazed at the way this figure is. So I'm going to zoom out just a little bit. But man, I mean, look at all, as I was mentioning earlier, look at the way the paint applications are. This is such a badass figure. And then of course the cannon, which I have been trying to get for the longest time. You do see, you know, the deep purple, but also a band of really dark purple around the barrel, the silver on the end of it. Yeah, oh my god, enough. Let's go ahead and move on to its articulation. All right, so as you can see, his arms are on a ball joint and they can go 360. They can move forward and back. It is on a rocker hinge as well, so it can go up, it can go down. I can only assume that rocker hinge is mostly for transformation purposes. He does have a lower bicep twist that's at the elbow, and at which point the elbow does go up around 90 degrees. He does have wrist rotation, but only by maybe 180 rotation, maybe. Doesn't have a hand tilt or anything like that. As you can tell, his hands are fixed, so you got that going on there. He doesn't have a waist swivel of any kind, but he can kick up, he can kick back. He does have a little bit of upper thigh rotation, but that's also due because he does have a ball joint. He also can do the full splits. He does also have knee rotation here. His knee can go about 90 degrees as well. Unfortunately, there is no ankle tilt. His feet can go in, can kick back, and can go forward just a little, but that is about it. His head is also on a ball joint, but because of the shape of his helmet, he can only look back and forth and a little bit up and some down, but that is about the range of motion on here. Now, one thing about his cannon, it does hook up on the peg system here. He's got that on there, but at the same time he does have a handle, so if you so want to, you can be able to go ahead and have him hold it like an actual weapon. But personally, yeah, no. I'm gonna go ahead and put that on there and just get that there. Now, one thing that you may have noticed, he does have another peg hole right here, and I will show you where that's going to go to. But you know what, considering I've already taken it off here, we're gonna go ahead and go to transformation. Now, what we're going to do at this point is we're going to go ahead and we're going to just pull this, take his back and pull it forward, and go ahead and move his ab section and move that forward a bit, and that is on a type of little hinge here, so that's going to go right so. Now his chest pieces are going to fold forward, and it's just going to connect right there. So there we go, we got the first portion of him done. Now what we're going to do now is this piece here and here. I'm going to go ahead and it's on a type of little rocker hinge, and we're going to just move that forward, and we're going to take this back portion here, and that's also on a rocker hinge. We're going to move that forward, and the head is going to go right there, so you will see it doing peekaboo. Alrighty, now at this point we're going to go ahead and connect these arms, because the arms basically are supposed to be facing flat, the back side up. So when you do get this section here, we're just going to go ahead and fold these together. And again, this is on a type of rocker hinge as well, so that's just going to go ahead and connect like so. Now at this point, I'm going to go ahead and connect this portion here, and we're going to fold the arms. I want to say we're going to fold the arms in. Whoa, there goes the leg. There we go. Okay, so yeah, let me pop that leg back in. Luckily, that's on a ball joint. Now the arms need to fold in like so. So to do that, we're gonna go ahead and put, see where this section is. That's gonna fold in and like so. So at this point, we're gonna go ahead and connect that. And I'm trying to see. Let's see here. Because I'm going to go ahead and use this as my guide. Like so. Oh, there we go. Okay. Okay, so go ahead and get alright, so we're gonna angle this out so that way these two sections can fold in. I'm gonna zoom out just a bit. There we go. So at this point, what we're going to do is open up this section here with the legs. Now, there is, once you open it up, because it is on a type of rocker swivel hinge. So you're going to detab this here, and you're going to, as you can tell from here, you're going to swing that around. But at the same time, you do need to take this little divot out. So I'm going to use this here to do that because I don't have nails. Now, at this point, whoop, there goes the leg again. I'm trying to, oh, silly me. Alright, so what we are going to do at this point is we are going to go ahead, we got to go ahead and make sure this leg is angled so that this thigh is pointing out. But there's also a tab here that's going to go into this side slot here. But also we got to go ahead and make sure this back heel is back here. There we go, like so. Now once that is done, there is that tab right here. Whoops, sorry, right here. It's going to go into this slot right over here. So you just gotta pretty much try and eyeball that. And there is another tab that I just finished putting in there, as you saw, that snaps in there. So now we got that portion done. And now it is time to do the other side. Now let's see, we gotta make sure this, there we go, this is going on there. Now put that like that. Now we're going to do the same thing with the other leg. I'm going to twist it right there at the knee. I'm going to take this side portion, lift that up, and then twist it. Now like before, we're going to go ahead and take that little, that tip there, and where, you know what, I'm going to use this. There we go. Alrighty, now we're going to go ahead and tap this in. And now we're going to go ahead and tap that in. Go ahead and, like we did with the other side, and there we go. Alrighty. And then last, but certainly not least, we're going to put this cannon. There's that little peg hole that I showed you earlier here. And there's that post right there that's going to just tap right there. There we go. Now I'm going to try and do it like this. And no, that's not going to work. It's got to be like this. That's how it was designed originally. And of course, this is pegging. And I'm trying to make sure I got all this together, because I'm wondering whether or not yeah, it's all there. That's good. Okay, so there we have Megatron in his Cybertronian jet mode. And I have to say, this really completes the look. Like I mentioned beforehand, I mean, I had been looking for this figure. Well, not for the, well, I mean, I saw this figure and it was like, wow. And I'm going to zoom down just a bit, like so. There we go. And I mean, oh my god. Like I said, this really completes the look right there. All right, folks, I am back, and there is my copy of Megatron already transformed into robot mode, and I did put on the cannon, and damn it all, he looks so complete now. Now this is the one that Will had sent me, and man, that's my take on the figure. It, on a scale of 1 through 10, I have to give this a complete 10 for both of them. You know, they, especially for the first edition ones when they first came out, I remember I wound up getting first edition Starscream, which I did wind up getting a new copy, and I did review that in an earlier video. I also wound up getting first edition Bumblebee when they first came out. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to get Optimus, and I had no idea about first edition Megatron or anything else. All my other Transformer Prime figures at the time that I had them were all from, you know, Robots in Disguise, you know, for Transformers Prime, Robots in Disguise line, where you have those mech tech gimmicks. Honestly, I didn't really like the one for Megatron. So, but again, I love this one. This one is so fucking boss. So on a scale of 1 through 10, he definitely deserves a 10. So that's my score for him. That's also my take on the figure. I'd like to hear from you all. Have you been able to get this figure, or did you get this figure when these first came out? And if you did, do you like them? Do you hate them? I'd like to hear your opinion on this figure. Leave your comments in the comments section down below. Like, share, subscribe to my channel. Click onto the bell icon so you can be notified when I post up new videos. This is Phoenix Draconis, and I will catch you all on the flip side. Peace.